And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fine edition of All-Star Wrestling. I'm Hamish McDock, and here I am with my broadcast partner, Seth, Canadian Superstar Seth.
And also joining us tonight is a very special guest, senior referee for All-Star Wrestling, Kevin Jeffries. Welcome, Kevin.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for allowing me to come out here and sit down this evening and have a chat with you. Thank you very much.
But understanding you got a few things on your mind that you want to go and get off your chest, so well, here's your forum. Go ahead.
I wasn't here last month, and I understand a lot of stuff went on. I've been reviewing videos and all that, and just the wrestling fans, so the wrestling fans know I'm on top of it. I know what happened, and between Rick Marsh, the commissioner, and myself, we've had several meetings, and I am making some decisions tonight, and it all depends on what happens in the ring tonight. If something happens, you know, a lot of surprises could come down tonight here at All-Star Wrestling.
I have a question, Kevin. Are you worried that reviewing tapes and making decisions afterwards, does that take away the importance of having a referee in the ring at the time?
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. You got to have the best referees you can, you know, and making those decisions. And the commissioner has to understand too that the usually the final say should come from the referee. The referee's in there. It's a hard job for a referee to control that, especially when other people are interfering in matches when they shouldn't be. You know, we try and make All-Star Wrestling a family entertainment show and all that. We try and keep it as best we possibly can. I like to make the decisions in the ring. I'm not a big person to review tapes. You know, this isn't football. This isn't hockey. I'd rather call the shots from what I see in the ring. And unfortunately, gentlemen, there are a lot of times that I can't have my eyes on everyone in there.
That's true, but that also gets back to something I've been talking about for some time. I really like to see the instituted policy of, especially for some matches, to have two referees, one on the outside, keeping an eye and watching your back, so that they don't get away with a lot of the tomfoolery that they have been getting away with so much in the past few months.
I agree with you on a lot of things like that, but you know, sometimes having that second referee on the outside the ring, you know, it can cause more problems too. You know,
I've seen that happen.
We just got to play it. I mean, it's a great idea. I understand it. You know, I'll keep that in mind down the road. There may
especially for a championship match where there's always seems to be some kind of interference going on.
Exactly. You know, and we just, you know, we really don't want the interference. We want the fans to pay their $1 and see some great action and go home happy all the time.
Welcome everyone
let's hear what Scotty Sweaterbest has got to say here.
All-Star Wrestling!
Hey, you already said that.
I know. Copycat. He's trying to go and steal my
We have a gigantic tag team main event tonight.
It's going to be a big match.
Well, they're their own favorite
team.
Are
you refereeing that match?
Cougar Meat.
The main event, I'll be refereeing. Yes, I will be refereeing Gangrel's match with Cougar Meat.
Yes. Take on
what do you think?
Moondog Manson.
Kyle Sebastian's strategy has to be, because he doesn't have to get pinned in order to lose the title.
Well, you know, it's if Kyle is pinned, he does lose the title. But the thing about this match, there's three other gentlemen in that ring. There's Kyle Sebastian's partner, Colin Cutler. There's Moondog Manson, and there's Gangrel. I mean, Colin Cutler, he could pin his own partner and walk away with that championship belt tonight.
Kyle Sebastian doesn't even need to be the one being pinned, though. If Gangrel pins
Colin, or if Moondog Manson pins either one, yes, it could happen like that. But like I say, you know,
that's a huge disadvantage.
It's a disadvantage, but you know, Colin Cutler is hunting for championships all the time. You know, these gentlemen, they just want everything, and you know, Mr. Cutler, you know, do you trust him?
I wouldn't trust him as far as I can throw a haggis, and I'd never throw away a perfectly good haggis. In fact, sometimes I start to think that he might actually look a little bit like a haggis, especially if Gangrel gets his hands on him, because he's a wee bit miffed over his interference last month.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, we're getting through to that tonight. We'll see what's been going on. You know, like I said, I reviewed the tapes and all that. I've got some, you know, decisions to make tonight, and I've made the decisions, and the fans will find out tonight also. So, but you know, you never. You can't underestimate Cougar Meat, Kyle Sebastian, Colin Cutler.
I agree. You've got 100%.
They are two tremendous professional wrestlers. They know their game.
Making his way to the ring right now, we have Dash Venture from Washington State. Do either of you gentlemen have any experience with Dash Venture?
I've not seen the lad before, but he's got a very intense look that I'm actually kind of intrigued by.
This is the first time I've seen this gentleman.
You know, I tell you, Matt Ecstatic, I think, might be the underdog in this match. I've known Dash Venture since he started in the business, and he's actually come a long way from then. And I mean, he's got the size, he does have skill, and he's got the experience.
Definitely does, and you know, like, I don't know what's with Matt Ecstatic, but the last few months here, Matt Ecstatic has not been performing up to his best he can, and his winnings lately have not been any on the board at all.
He seems to have been a wee bit distracted.
Exactly. I agree with you. So he's got to step up his game tonight if he wants to get back up in that championship challenges.
Well, part of the thing is I think he spends just a wee bit too much time catering to the fans. Now, there's nothing wrong with catering to the fans. You have to. It's a fan's business. If it wasn't for the fans, we'd not be here.
Definitely.
But he's got to focus on his opponent in the ring, not the fans sitting ringside. That's for after the match.
And he's, you know, that's taking the concentration off of this match, you know.
Exactly.
Matt Ecstatic, actually, the one thing he does have is he's got the fan support.
He certainly does at that.
Oh, definitely. He's one of Cloverdale's favorites, yes.
The bell is rung, and we're about to start up with a match, but looks like Dash Venture, he's got to dry himself off a little bit, getting ready to go. I think he should have stretched before the match.
I would have thought so too, unless it was just a wee bit of a delaying tactic trying to get into the lad's head. Because anything goes in wrestling. That's the wonderful thing about it.
It's not anything goes, but you know, these are things that I'm not as an official, I'm not a lover of. You know, come on, gentlemen, you warm up in the dressing room. You know, that's the fans want to see the action. They don't want to see you stretching in the ring.
Especially in the very first matchup of the show, you
definitely.
really want to start off a show and just start it hot.
And I think the fans are voicing their displeasure with it as well. They want to see a match going too.
That's right. Here they are, they're circling. Matt Ecstatic, like I say, he's got the crowd. He's getting them behind him. That plays a game to
definitely
Dash
got
Venture
the crowd. Well. Yes, definitely got the crowd. But can Matt Ecstatic get a win?
He's given up some weight. He's given up some size.
And I don't know if a collar and elbow tie-up would have been the suggestion I would have made for Matt Ecstatic to start up the match. He's definitely given up a lot of size.
You know, I have to honestly say, ever since Matt Ecstatic lost that title to the Cougar Meat Kid, Colin Cutler, my God, he's, you know, it's like he lost his best friend, and he's got to really pull it together here to get some wins if he wants to get a title shot again.
Matt Ecstatic managed to get Dash Venture into the corner that time. I'm a little shocked at that. Maybe he is a little bit stronger than he looks.
Nice amateur move there.
I think Dash Venture went to pin him the wrong way.
Not quite so amateur that way. We slap upside the back of the head there. Try to get the lad's attention. Well, Matt definitely looks a wee bit intimidated here. There's a look of apprehension on his face I've never seen before.
Do any of you gentlemen know if he's wrestled this gentleman before at all? Has he had a...
I don't believe so, no.
And that might be where the tenderness that comes from. He just doesn't know what to make of this lad.
Matt Ecstatic's got the upper hand right now, it looks like, and he's got the hammer lock in there, and Dash Venture pushes him to the ropes. I don't know why the referee isn't counting. I think you might need to have a little talk with the referee tonight here.
The referees, they gotta be on top of it.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Matt Ecstatic's got that arm, putting the pressure right on it's on the wrist, on the elbow, or on the shoulder, the whole arm right there. It's actually a lot more painful than people might think.
Oh yeah. Seth, you know all about that. You know, you could really damage a person's shoulder or elbow very easy.
Yeah. Matt Ecstatic managed to switch it up. He's got the headlock. Dash Venture back to the ropes. The referee's
got to be in
counting.
there. Yeah. He's got to get that authority in there. He's got to count.
I know the King was mentioning that he has done absolutely no training with his son as a referee, and I don't know why. The King is a legend in this area, and a quick kick to the back of Dash Venture's ring.
Yeah, he should be taking this official aside and helping him out a bit here, I believe.
Oh, and a knee to the back sends Mad Ecstatic to the outside.
God, that one, you could feel that one over here.
Dash Venture's following him out. Oh, it's bringing him right back in. He wants to keep this match in the ring, I think. Yeah. And leg drop right across the neck on the ring apron. That could end the match right here if he goes for the pin.
God, come on, referee.
Oh, the referee, I don't know where he is with these counts. Kevin, I think you might need to have a referee's meeting and go over some of the basic rules of.
Yeah, I got to be a little quicker than that inside the ring.
Dash Venture now just working on that neck.
He's got the upper hand on young Mad Ecstatic here this evening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really showing his size, I think. Oh, Mad Ecstatic's fighting his way. No, but Dash Venture won't have none of it.
Wrestles out of Kentucky.
5 minutes gone by. 5
that
minutes.
was quite the knee from Dash Venture. And a 1, 2. Oh, he's 2 count. That was a bit of a slow count.
I was just infirmed from in the back here that this young man wrestles out of Kentucky quite a bit too.
Oh, really?
And nice to see him up here in beautiful British Columbia.
Yeah, he's actually originally from Washington State, is where I know him from, but I didn't realize he traveled to Kentucky. Wonder if he knows the other Seth Knight that's wrestling down there. He's had some
Is there a Seth Knight down there?
There's a Seth Knight down there. And he's not me. Trust me, he is not me. I've never been to Kentucky. He's been in some trouble with the law recently and allegedly has done some very horrible things.
Great kick there from Mad Ecstatic.
A springboard and a cross body, and he's not able to get to the pin right away.
Got to get that pin. He's got to get that pin. The name of the game is get them down for the count of 3.
It just took too much out of Mad Ecstatic. He's been beat up this whole matchup, and he just wasn't able to get the pin. Both up to their feet now. Mad Ecstatic misses with a big boot, takes a clothesline. Mad Ecstatic still struggling. Every time Mad Ecstatic hits Dash Venture, it's almost like it's taken a part of Mad Ecstatic out as well.
You just got to get the fire. I don't know. Mad Ecstatic a year ago had some great fire, and he's just got to get back into the winning.
Springboard Ryan Salt and 1, 2, and oh, that was a close
one there. Shoulder was up though. Referee did the right thing there. Yeah. Shoulders up.
Mad Ecstatic's got Dash Venture right where he wants him on the ropes, and a reversal. Oh, he went for another cross body, but Dash Venture got that boot up.
The midsection there. This could be the end here.
Oh, and a kick out. I can't believe it. Mad Ecstatic has really got some fire into him. He's not quite doing the high-flying maneuvers I normally associate.
No, like I say, he's got to get back in it. I don't know what the problem is.
He does seem to have some fight, though. I would have thought that would have been a game changer at the end of the match right there. Dash Venture.
Off the top rope. Referee should be over there warning him. Oh, come on. Let's keep it in the ring here, gentlemen.
Oh, and he misses the splash from the top rope. That takes a lot out of you. That just knocks all the wind right out of you. And Mad Ecstatic's following suit. He's up to the top rope and a big
splash.
1, 2, 3.
My God, he's got to win. Mad Ecstatic has got to win.
And that's about time.
It's been a while for
Sorry if I had to leave you. I had a wee bit of technical difficulty with the video director. I had to go and solve that. So thanks for covering for me, lads.
I didn't even realize you were gone.
Thanks a lot. Remember to go and put an extra little bit in your page stub for that.
Well, that's
called a deduction.
That's amazing. Matt Ecstatic finally getting a win. Maybe he can get back into things, and
he needs it.
He definitely needs it. So
I tell you, from being in the ring myself, all it takes is, if you get beat, it takes a lot out of you. And all it takes is one victory to really put that fire back under your ass.
It definitely does. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I have to leave. I need to be in the dressing room there and controlling things. I hope you invite me back sometime. I'd love to be back here and sit down.
We'd love to have you, but as you're on your way out the door, I'd just like to ask one thing.
Yes, sir.
Speed up your 3 count.
Well, sir, I do the best I can.
I know, and I'm never going to argue to that. It's that sometimes, it just seems a wee bit slow.
Hell, it's better than Shane Allen.
There's that.
You got to understand that.
All having different styles. I get that.
I'm in there doing my job. I've been doing it for over 35 years.
And you've been doing it better than anyone else. It's the only criticism I have is on the 3 count.
I must be doing something right.
So, you guys can talk about this outside of the ring.
Everyone's got a decision on it. But once again, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Thank God he's gone. Now we can talk about him behind his back.
There you go. And now we're back, and looks like we have Shane Allen coming back to the ring. He's doing a wee bit of double duty.
And joining us now, we have
Bruiser Joe.
Hey, how are you all doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty good, sir. How are you doing yourself?
Not too bad.
It's been a while since we've seen you, Bruiser. You haven't been at your partner's side for quite some time.
I've been all over the place, down in Florida, down in the Bahamas. Never stay put.
Making their way to the ring is Jason Cage, along with
Vixen.
We got
and of course his muscle
King,
man,
Gary Allen,
look-alike Flex.
So Flex.
Let's hope he can act better than Vin Diesel. Let's put it that way. He's certainly got better muscles.
I don't know. I think with all these people accompanying Jason Cage to the ring, I think he's definitely got the advantage here.
I cannot see how he couldn't. You got one person for every corner.
Yeah.
And the King's looking good tonight.
The King's always looking good, except for when he's sitting on the microphone. Love the man. But too much of a thing can be too much of a thing.
I don't even notice the King. I'm looking at Vixen.
It's kind of hard not to. She's looking rather featured tonight. I'll give you that. Doesn't seem like the fans are too keen on this lad. Nor on his bodyguard, if that's indeed what the man is. However,
how do you like them boots?
It's nae the boots that I'm looking at, laddie. I was just checking to see if the seams of her stockings were straight.
There you go.
They are.
You'd love to be stomped by those boots, wouldn't you?
I could actually make a bucket list item. I'll have to think about that one, Bruiser. So when we're going to have him back in the ring?
Wasn't it you that posed nude lately for the movies?
Well, we'll not be talking about that. This is a beachy show.
And please, I saw the pictures and I don't need to be reminded.
Very disturbing.
We all do what we got to do.
But it wasn't actually nude photography. He was wearing a sweater.
I was wearing my bear and I was wearing my boots.
I haven't had a good night's sleep since.
And his opponent making his way to the ring, Nick Price.
Well, I'm actually quite surprised. For many, many years, the fans really kind of had it in for him, but he's kind of become a crowd favorite of late.
Yeah.
He seems to be liking the lad.
Yeah, in the last couple of shows, he's really shown that he's got the stuff to make a champion, and he might prove it tonight. He might become the Legends champion. He's got his stance.
It would be a nice change. Nothing against Jason Cage. I admire the man's skills in the ring. He's got skills when he actually chooses to use them.
He's got the hand gestures too.
That I've noticed.
And a backflip, and Jason Cage is right on him. He doesn't even give him a chance to end, and the crowd
right
isn't
over
too
the top
happy
rope.
with that.
But Nick Price isn't having any of that. He's stepping right back in, and there you go. Times for a little bit of turnabout. Send him out of the ring, over the top, and there he's caught by his bodyguard.
Oh, isn't that tender? Oh,
he's got him by the schnoz.
Got him by the nose.
That'll stretch out your proboscis a wee bit.
The hard way. And sends him out to the other side. Vixen isn't able to catch him.
She goes down with the lad.
You know, I think that almost might be a good thing for Jason Cage to experience.
It would inspire me.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I'd be a lot less angry than Jason is right now. I'd say, I think I'll stay outside the ring for a little bit longer. Take full advantage of the 10 count.
Oh, and a quick punch right to the face of Nick Price. And
just walked right into it.
Headlock.
Well, there's a wee bit more heat in this match than we had in the last match. The last match was fine, but there seems to be a bit of an edge going on here.
He just held him by his ear. That's how you get a cauliflower ear.
Nose, ears, what's next? The lip?
Pull his nose, he'll look like Pinocchio.
He's just working that headlock. He's keeping the headlock. He's keeping his back to the referee and giving him a couple shots to the face. Whips him to the corner and
good solid whip.
Follows and of course misses the splash.
And leaves himself exposed in a vulnerable position. Gets a belly. Another kick to the belly. And a third one.
Oh, that's hard on the gonadulars.
That's going to cause you a wee bit of grief.
He's a broke back cowboy.
He's going to be singing in a different tune tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, Nick Price with the
nice front face Tommy drop there. And a nice kick right to the back. Shining Wizard right on the back of the head.
Nick Price takes a while to get to the pin.
Found the ropes.
Gets the ropes.
It cost him too.
You know what? When you get a nice, solid shot like that, you got to go for the pin right away. You don't want to give your opponent
not even a second.
Even just to get your foot on the ropes.
Any hesitation cost you.
Nick Price with a double underhook suplex.
Nicely executed.
Yet again, he doesn't go for the pin right away. He's too busy worried about the crowd, and he's not going for those pins.
Showboating for those fans.
And that's going to end up hurting him in the end because.
Well, once again, you know, it's all about the fans, plain and simple. However, the fans are there to lend you support. They're not there to win the match for you. You have to do that yourself. You got to do the work.
Oh, and Jason Cage turns the tables on Nick
showing
Price.
Good ring awareness.
His shoulder right into the ring post.
And looks like a wee bit of a move that unfortunately has been inflicted on you a few times in the past there, Seth.
I've been on the unfortunate. Oh, look at Jason Cage has his whole entourage out there.
He's the king. He's giving him the king.
What was I talking about? The second referee. Right now, this is the situation, exactly the kind of situation I'm referring to.
And that's the problem with wearing that yellow leg brace of Nick Price. It's like a big yellow target right on his knee.
Now, I've actually wondered why wrestlers don't actually go and put one on, not having an injury, just to go and distract their opponent. They work on one move that's actually not going to be doing anything, playing a wee bit of rope-a-dope, and then basically take it off and bust it upside the head with it.
Yeah.
I'd do that. And with all respect to Kevin Jeffries, anything does go in wrestling as long as you don't get caught. Just like baseball. Just like the beautiful game football.
And double axe handle right to the top of the head. It's not like Jason Cage to make his way to the top rope.
Bit risky behavior for him.
He goes for the pin, but he's a little cocky with that pin. He only gets a 1 count.
A little bit too casual. That was more what you call an ego pin.
Of course, a 1 count with Shane Allen in the ring could have been a 3 count for anybody else.
So we've had it with Kevin tonight, and we're now picking on Shane. So
yeah, well,
he's our target for the night.
Always rip the ref.
There you go.
Oh, he's working on that leg. Back up to the head.
And there's that target once again.
Uh-oh. I think I know what's coming. Oh, the King's really going at it.
The King just showed him the color of his scarf, saying, how do you think you're looking yellow there, Nick? And Nick's saying, no, it's not my color.
This is almost like a 4-on-1 matchup right here.
Certainly a handicap.
Jason Cage he's going for those cocky pins, and he's not able to get the 3 count.
And speaking of handicap, he's also got that leg brace on. Doesn't help.
Exactly.
Pull you up there. That's what I wanted to see.
Pull my pants down. What?
No, your microphone was scraping up against the side of your face. It's like a match going against a weird biscuit. Like we expected the microphone to actually, catch fire there.
I thought you liked that.
Oh, Nick Price, he's got the single leg. Oh, he's going into the single leg.
And he's got it over.
He's got it over, and
unfortunately.
His own knee is just too badly damaged. He couldn't hold it.
And that gives Jason Cage the advantage once again.
Jason Cage gets Nick Price up to the ropes, and for once, Shane Allen is.
He's taking a nice big chomp out of the forehead. He must not have had his pre-game dinner.
Tasty.
Jason Cage is just staying on top of that rope, and Nick Price managed to pull him off.
That might go work against him, and a sit-down powerbomb, well placed, right there in the center of the ring.
But of course, Nick Price can't take advantage. His knee's just too badly hurt.
Well, he had a bit much taken out of him in the last few moves.
Yeah, exactly.
But it did give him a time to go and catch his breath.
The crowd seems to be getting behind Nick Price, though. They're clapping and cheering, and you know it's not for Nick Cage, or for Jason Cage. Getting the two confused, I don't know why.
Well, that's because he keeps on coming out in the nick of time.
Trading a couple of punches, and Nick Price gets the better. Duck clothesline.
Nice suplex.
German suplex.
But only a 2 count.
That was a close one.
4 count anyone else.
Pretty good Greco-Roman there. All styles of wrestling here tonight.
There's nothing wrong with a wee bit of the amateur in there. It doesn't always have to be professional, because that's where wrestling
Cage
came
sets
from.
him up. He gets him into the sharpshooter.
He's got it hooked nicely.
That knee of Nick Price, I don't know if it's going to be able to
I don't think he's going to hold out.
Now, that looks like he's got it reversed. He's taking it to a reverse. He's to reverse the move. That was incredibly well done.
Single leg Boston Crab back on.
And he's got his back arched incredibly wrong way. That's going to snap your spine.
There we go. You can see Flex out there holding Nick Cage's hand.
Flex Pain is in pain.
Jason Cage's hand, and the
got
ref
his
is just
knuckles
letting
wrapped
it go.
out that time.
Well, it took a while, though. The ref just looked at him and said, "What are you doing?"
And there goes Flex getting involved, getting a shot upside the head. Allows Jason Cage to go and take advantage. Oh, that's a unique move.
That was very good. Again, almost Greco-Roman.
That was a slow count.
That was almost a King Kong Bundy 5 count.
There you go.
It's almost like Shane Allen was rooting for.
I'm surprised he got back up.
Kudos to Nick Price. And he fought a 4-on-1 match. It's the only way you can look at that.
He kept that title. Like we were saying, professional wrestling, a melting pot for all styles.
Well, Nick Price should be proud of himself. He fought a good match.
Here's Jason Cage celebrating.
There's a wee bit of insult to injury from Vixen. Gives a couple slaps right across the bush.
You'd like her to slap you.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the wrestling match. Nor does it have anything to do with the PG show either. So, Bruiser, we'll walk away from that one.
Well, like I said, professional wrestling, the melting pot for all styles of wrestling, the oldest martial art known to man.
So there goes Jason Cage, retains his All-Star Wrestling Legends Championship. Once again, he's had that belt for quite a while.
At least 3-4 months now. He's been holding on to it. But then again, with an entourage like that in your corner, it's going to be very difficult to lose it. That's the only drawback.
That's true, and there they go. Flex doing like his name suggests, flexing as he heads out of the ring.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Nick Price!
So that's the wonderful thing about the last match. Nick Price actually did a very fine job, and I'm looking forward to the chance that he might actually go ahead and get a shot, moving himself up the ladder a wee bit, and maybe get himself a championship against Carl Sebastian someday.
He already had one a few months ago, and again he was unsuccessful there.
I want to see that Flex guy. Hey, I got a pretty big muscle too.
Yeah, but that's between your. You're talking about the one between your ears, though, right?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
And here we go, some fine ladies of wrestling. We've got the lovely Raven Light coming in for refereeing.
And here comes Delilah Lodge, the princess, making her way to the ring. The lovely Delilah Lodge.
Girls Gone Wrestling.
That's right. The fans don't really know Delilah Lodge, but they just instantly have some dislike to her. I don't know what
understand that because I've seen the last in the ring, and she's got quite the skill set.
skill sets?
Skill set. Singular.
sets.
But you could go plural too if you like.
Hey, what's in the cage down here? It just bit me.
It's security. We're trying to keep a low profile for our security guards. Just don't feed them meat.
And of course, it's quite the royal entrance music that Delilah Lodge has. She makes her bows, much to the fans' disappointment.
Another flex pain.
I've got to say, her arms are bigger than my legs. I'm more than a wee bit impressed.
Yeah,
Anything.
but
To say nothing more
for
than a wee
you,
bit
that's
jealous.
not really saying much.
Anything's bigger than your limbs, pal.
Hey, come on. Some of us are built for speed, some of us are not.
I could use your limbs for arrows in the Braveheart movie.
Well, I've been known to use them as a couple of golf clubs.
And this is yet again, this is the second title match we've seen tonight. As we see the All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion making her way to the ring, Bambi Hall.
Sporting a new look. I love the new hair color.
Yeah, this is the matchup of the skirts.
Aye.
They both wearing skirts and fishnets as their wrestling gear.
Looks like she just looked like the last girlfriend just went storming away. I think she made her jealous.
Bambi Hall, she's
Don't know where you Lassie. She's not going to go and
Bambi
steal away your
Hall's getting
boyfriend.
roses from the fans.
And deservedly so. She's a fine fan favorite, and she's deserved everything she's gotten. She's worked hard. I've seen her hanging and banging with the boys and acquitting herself just as well as any of the young wrestlers themselves. She is one tough chick, and I'll be proud to say chick. Any feminist watching this, I don't say it in a denigrating way. She's a tough chick. And I totally respect that.
Bambi Hall gets to the second rope, and the fans showing the appreciation. As her shirt says, she's cute as a doe.
No, I don't think those flowers are to
And
you,
I don't
Lassie.
see what underneath it says something about a butt.
Have you noticed the wee bit of a tail that Lassie's wearing off the back of her skirt? It
Yeah,
strikes me as something that could be used against her. I'd be worried about that. Because anything's an advantage to an opponent. You don't want to give them a handle to go and work you. It is a wee bit distracting.
She's got
Delilah
a nice blue
Lodge.
flower there.
Delilah Lodge has stolen Bambi Hall's flower, and even the crowd doesn't think that's very cool.
I think I should get the flower.
I think you deserve it. You're delicate like one.
Well, he's certainly got the skin tone for it. Oh, there's an
right
insult and a
across
half.
Okay, now
Nice catch, laddie. Did you see that? The fan just going grab it out of midair. Hang on to it for her, laddie. Give it to her after the
that
show.
was nasty.
And that's not going to endear yourself towards Bambi.
Especially, I mean, a fan gave Bambi that
Aye.
that flower, and I'm sure that fan isn't very happy with
Certainly not.
what Delilah Lodge right about now.
Yeah, I'd watch it about Delilah because you don't want to go and slap Bambi around.
Collar and elbow
She gets
tie-up,
tough.
and Delilah Lodge shows the strength. Delilah Lodge does have the power in this matchup.
Certainly does. But Bambi has just about as much power. And she's been getting a wee bit more of an edge lately, I've noticed.
Oh,
Speaking of
Bambi
edge,
Hall's disrobing. She doesn't want to have the same gear as Delilah Lodge.
oh, nice takedown.
Drop toe hold.
Rolls over, gets her in a
into
headlock.
That's a good
Smartly
headlock.
done, smartly done.
The cauliflower ear in that one.
Yeah, she's grinding that jawline quite nicely. Flips her over.
The Lou Thez type.
I remember many years ago helping train a few ladies in the ring in the Okanagan, and they were doing headlocks all day, and I enjoyed it.
I can see that.
Were you in a headlock as well?
That's the whole point.
There you go. See, sometimes the training is just as good for the teacher as it is for the
Exactly.
student, and sometimes better.
They're just trading headlocks here, and Bambi's got the headlock on and reversed into a go behind. Delilah, what's going on here, Delilah?
Well,
I think
if
is
you
trying
pardon the pun, they're sort of feeling each other out right now. I was trying to see what's going to be to their advantage.
Quick reversal into another go behind, and Delilah Lodge is trying to fight out of it. And she uses her
ample assets.
Ample assets.
I think that would be the right word phrase there. Rolls over nicely.
Oh, quick roll up, 1, 2. Oh, and a
nice
2
kick
count.
out. Took a lot of strength to go and do that. I have to disagree with the fan. She doesn't suck.
Backslide, and
couldn't
not
get
even a
anything on
1
that
count.
one, no.
Just rolled right off.
There's an
Another
Oklahoma
quick roll up, 1, 2, and a kick out.
2.5 count. Delilah, you better watch out. Bambi's going to go and eat you for breakfast if you keep this up. Nice European uppercut. Go for another one, lass. Nope. Interesting roll over.
And another roll up.
Good roll up.
2, and a kick out again.
Keep covering her, you'll eventually wear her down. Every time she has to kick out, she's using up oxygen.
Exactly. I always say you always want to go for that pinfall.
And there she goes over to the top rope.
Even if it's too early in the match, you want to get the pinfall because even just kicking out takes energy.
And there you go. That's actually one of the things I've been wanting to see more about Bambi is the willingness to go outside the ring and get down dirty with her opponents. Because her opponents usually do that with her, but I'd like to see her start to pull that edge out within herself as well. Just kind of get her a little bit more
put away the
well-rounded.
nice girl thing.
You can only be nice for so long before you have to go and
Bambi
snap
right
back.
to the corner and a
Monkey
flip.
Well played.
Delilah Lodge lands right on her coccyx there.
A lot of bouncing going around with that one.
And what a coccyx it is.
I was hoping it wasn't going to go there.
1, 2, and a 2 count. I don't know if Bambi might have the advantage of her mother being the referee during this match as well.
Doesn't look like it though. They're playing her pretty straight down the middle.
I don't think so, because that's one thing I've noticed about Raven is she doesn't play favorites except for back when she was wrestling, and she definitely played favorites. But she's been very professional the past few months.
And she catches Bambi right off the top rope.
Good backbreaker. She's got a voice
She's got lungs too,
lungs.
big lungs.
Girl should consider doing the theater. She's got great range. You can definitely hear that in the back row.
Bambi's strung over that bottom rope, and Delilah Lodge is putting her weight on her.
Taking full advantage of the 5 count.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
At least we saw a 5 count.
Yeah. And didn't take a nap in between 3 and 5.
Delilah Lodge got her back up on the feet, an Irish whip, picks her up, and
we're going for another backbreaker. She's going to drop a sidewalk slam.
Sidewalk slam.
There it is. Solidly planted.
That hurt.
I tell you, the thing with those sidewalk slams, for just one instant, you are completely weightless before you get smashed down to the ground there. Like
take the wind out of you.
Yeah, it takes the wind right out of you.
Takes the wind out of you just watching it.
Everybody thinks that mat's so soft.
Oh, Delilah Lodge
Get
goes
in
for
there
another
and check
one.
it out.
Bambi floats over, goes for another pinfall and a 2 count.
She's under the ropes.
Yeah, knowing where you are in the ring is a very good advantage, even if you get your ass kicked at the time.
You know, if I'd have said that, you'd be all over me like a Scotsman on porridge. It's
Quite
okay
possibly.
for you two to sit there.
Well, that's because we have to bear the brunt of it. You just get to go walk and come and go as you please.
There you go, Delilah.
But I don't get to say what I want.
Oh, you can say
she
what you
kinda
want
missed.
as long as they're to keep it a PG. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Oh,
Delilah Lodge went to.
I didn't know there was psychology.
Attempting to hit Bambi's in the head with her
smell
posterior
it.
there, but I think she didn't quite get as much of it as she wanted. And goes for another sidewalk slam and it goes.
Oh, nice
look at
reversal.
Reversed into a leg scissor. Flying head scissors.
And a solid clothesline, but didn't take the big girl down. Oh, it's like the immovable object.
I dare you to go and call her a big girl to her face.
Oh, and
There's
a
nothing wrong with a big girl. Look at the muscles on her.
spinning heel kick knocks her right down to the ground, though. That's the thing. A kick to the jaw will knock even the biggest wrestler down.
When has a woman ever taken big to be a compliment?
You have a point there.
Unless, of course, you're talking about her assets.
I just
There we
knew he
go.
was going to be getting that direction myself.
Not her. Boop, boop.
Oh, and the 2
2.5
after that
count.
bulldog.
Almost.
That was almost a 2.5 count, actually.
Real grueling
These
match.
two girls are giving it their all.
They are. It's a grueling match. Oh, she can't get her up.
Those backbreakers must have been getting a wee bit the better of her. And a solid slam right to the center of the ring.
Oh, senton.
Now that's
right in the
gotta
middle
hurt.
of the ring. That
Nice senton.
knocked all the wind out of her, but
That's
Delilah
a
Lodge
steamroller.
doesn't go for the pin quick enough.
That's a steamroller for the
Good count
70s.
once again. Bambi's just not giving up. The longer this last wrestles, the tougher she actually gets.
You know, Mil Mascaras used to use that in the 60s and 70s. The steamroller. Tijuana steamroller.
Here we go. Delilah's got her up. Goes for a power slam. Bambi's
taking a
fighting. Gets it behind.
Oh, nice reverse neck breaker there.
Neck breaker. I don't know if it got all of her. But,
Seemed to slip out a wee bit. She needs to get going with her finishing move here.
but Bambi knew not to go for the pin there. She knew she didn't
And
get
a
all of
solid
it.
neck breaker once again.
Yeah, she knew she didn't get all of it the first time, so she went for a second one. And
Oh,
Wow.
she kicked out. My goodness.
This thing's going on forever.
I'm not just amazed, I'm impressed.
They're going to be out of juice.
both girls up on their feet, trading blows right to the chest. Oh, that was a solid one from Bambi, and followed right up by Delilah Lodge.
They're laying him in there.
Scooping a
Solid
slam
once
from
again.
Delilah Lodge, who makes her way to the ropes.
And if she's going up to the top rope, I'm about to lose it here.
She gets to the second rope. Is she going to take the third? I don't think so. Delilah
Is she going to go for a second rope senton here?
She's deceptively
She certainly is,
agile.
and luckily Bambi rolled out of the way. That might have squashed her flatter than a pancake.
Yeah, I
Ouch.
thought that first one was a little brutal, but
Now there's Bambi going to the top rope. What's she got planned? Oh, flying splash. It connected it well. Is that enough?
Another move by
And there you go. There's a 3 count.
that was enough to answer your question.
She
You
retains
gotta
that
give it to
title.
these lassies. That was one of the better fought matches I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. And she retains her belt.
Even most important.
Yeah,
That's another move from Mil Mascaras off the top like that.
There you go.
The flying burrito.
You got a wee bit of Mexican on the brain tonight.
I do.
Have you
I
missed
had-
your dinner?
I had tacos the other night.
There you go. So like a good refried bean, it keeps coming back on you. That got him.
and still our champion,
Still our champion.
Bambi Hall.
And the fans are loving it.
Delilah's laying in the ring. She can't believe that she
She
lost.
came
She was
that
really
close.
expecting to get the win here.
She came that close. But one missed move, one bit of risk taken off that rope, trying for that flying senton off the second rope. That was her undoing. And there she goes. And this is something I've seen before out of Delilah.
Crybaby Delilah.
She does have a tendency of pitching a wee bit of a fit.
A little bit of drama at the end is okay.
That's good to go and get the poisons out. Just don't take the work home with you. Leave it in the ring. You'll have another chance last.
So that's two title matches and both.
In three matches. 2 out of 3
I'll tell you
matches.
something. All-Star Wrestling gives you the best.
And they're
Both
certainly
champions
giving us
have
the best,
managed
that's for
to
sure.
hold on to their titles tonight.
And there's the poor lass, totally upset.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Like I've always
All-Star
said.
Wrestling is right back here in Cloverdale. Friday night, July 25th, one of the most important nights of the year in all of wrestling around here, as it is Wrestle Reunion. It is our chance as a company, your chance as a fan, to pay homage and respect to those men that have paved the way before us. Appearing that night, we've already announced Ole Olsen, a former Legends champion, as well as the mighty Iton, Mike Verzelli, and Rocket Randy Tyler. They will all be in attendance at Wrestle Reunion, and we will have a very special ceremony to honor the greats like Rick Davis and Dean Ho right here in Cloverdale, July 25th.
I'm certainly looking forward to that. And you're about to say, Bruiser, just like you also were going to say.
Well,
and
like
then
I
unfortunately, I cut you off, so.
You always cut me off. Well, like I say, All-Star Wrestling, often imitated, never duplicated, the best in the Pacific Southwest.
And here comes Kevin Jeffries as the referee. And this is yet another title matchup. This is for the tag team title.
Here's the Ugly Americans.
Seeing the dream.
They just won the titles in the last month.
Christopher Ryzak.
The Ideal Reflection, Christopher Ryzak and Azim, the American Dream, making their way to the ring.
I thought Dusty Rhodes was the American Dream.
He retired, unfortunately.
Okay.
No, he was the American Dream, but Azim is the American Dream.
It's all about the inflection.
Just how you say it.
Dusty Rhodes didn't have the rhyme, but Azim rhymed.
That's what you want to call them.
Is that what Americans really look like?
Well, that's what that certain American looks like.
Oh, what's Kevin Jeffries got to say here?
A lot went down. Any shenanigans tonight, and you're both done.
Now that's laying down the law.
So I think he's talking about the flash paper that we saw last.
You mean the mysterious burning object that we saw in Azim's hand twice last week? Last time, yeah. Well, with any luck, we won't have a repeat that silliness again.
That really burned out the eyes of Disco Fury. He actually had to have surgery to.
Oh yeah, did you see how red his eye still is? A month later, it's not looking too good.
No. I think Disco Fury should have a lawsuit. He should be filing criminal charges against the team.
I think he has more. I think he's got a bit of a case for it too.
Yeah.
But I think there's also a thing about Disco. He'd rather go and settle it in the ring. He's more of a hands-on kind of guy. He's not into litigious behavior. He's definitely a hands-on wrestler. And there we go. The sounds of Kasaki. The great Kasaki.
The great Kasaki's coming back. He's got a new partner tonight.
And I can honestly tell you, I'm just a wee bit surprised by this tag team.
I'm surprised that the Junior's actually getting a positive reaction from the crowd tonight.
And that's got to be a first for his career.
Yeah. Well, they loved him as Junior.
Yeah, but he didn't love him as Junior.
No.
And there we go.
Big double clothesline.
Starting it off with not even waiting for the bell.
They want those belts.
You have to be a wee bit faster than that there, Nasty Nate.
I wonder if they'll use the flash paper on Nate Daniels tonight.
You mean that mysterious burning object again?
Yeah, the flash paper.
Yes.
Kevin Jeffries laying down the rules.
Now, looks like Nate Daniels is going to start up the ring. Start tonight, but which of the Americans is going to jump in the ring here?
Neither of them look too enthusiastic about it, that's for sure.
No, Nate Daniels is getting on the outside too. I think he's going to let Kasaki in here.
And that may not actually be the easiest thing, because Kasaki is a crafty opponent. He's got tricks up his sleeve that most people don't even have sleeves for.
Oh, now they're both in the ring. They both want to start it off.
I got a great idea. Just let him go. 2 on 2.
Tornado match.
Tornado match. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. I like that.
Oklahoma tornado match.
They're not bald. They're just follically challenged. Come on, Vance.
There's a lot of shine coming off those noodles.
Okay, one in, one out. Come on, guys, let's get this match started. Kevin Jeffries is showing how difficult the job of the referee can be, and he calls for the bell. No, it looks like it's going to be Ryzak and the great Kasaki to start off this matchup. As they both check each other, eyeing each other out.
I guess that you call them the two lightweights of the partnership.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Which is kind of funny. Did anybody bring sunglasses? I'm getting a wee bit too much glare off of Rysek's head.
Who's got the better abs in your opinion?
I do.
Well, if the guy's in the ring.
Oh, Kasaki, of course. Rysek's got so much oil on him there.
Yeah.
No wonder oil prices have gone past 106 a barrel. He's buying it all up.
Kasaki going for the test of strength to start it off, slapping his abs. His abs get more and more stylish and artistic as the time goes by as well.
Aye. They're a wee bit off-centered this time, too. I think he's been having a bit of an unbalanced workout.
Kasaki made the fool of Christopher Rysek. He got him dancing.
It's not a hard thing to do.
Yeah, he's certainly got lots of abs there. About 16 or 20, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed it looks more like a 24-pack.
There we go. A couple of
Isn't that what's known as a Texas six-pack?
Reversals. Kasaki takes a roll and nips up. Quick kick
nice
to the
kick.
leg.
Kasaki's got a better 10, too.
Well, I don't know about that. You might have to work on
Rysek
that.
tries for the tip up and
no.
can't quite get it.
He's too muscle-bound.
No, it's too much oil in his body.
Too much oil.
He's slipping on the ring.
He might have glue on his back.
Kasaki's got the headlock. Rysek pulls him off, sends him off, and a drop down. Oh, followed by another drop down, but he trips Kasaki and
Didn't stop him. Didn't stop.
No.
He's biting the back of his head.
I've talked to Kasaki about it. He says they taste like chicken.
Kevin Jeffries
Americans
right on
do.
there. Making sure he's going the 5 count, making sure Kasaki stays under control.
Now see, he goes and tries it again. There he goes and tries it again. That's going to go.
Again, and it
That's going to
works.
get Kasaki a wee bit angry, just like that.
Remember Idi Amin, the dictator from Uganda? He used to eat Americans, and he said they taste like chicken. He was practicing cannibalism.
Well, he's just trying to solve world hunger.
That's it.
Nice, well-hooked arm drag right there by Kasaki. And so far, we haven't really seen Nasty Nate doing anything. In fact,
where is he? Where is he?
Kind of disappeared.
That's probably for the best.
Oh no, there he is.
There he is. Just popped up out of nowhere.
Well, I was about to say that Nasty Nate disappearing is almost like a magic trick. How could something that large get so small so quick?
Can't even hide under the ring. His feet would stick out.
Yeah, with his head out the other side.
Kasaki makes his way to the top rope, and it's almost shades of The Undertaker walking the top rope, the middle rope.
The heck is he doing?
He's following the birdie.
Nicely
That's where
done.
Nasty Nate was. He was getting the birdie.
It's an interesting turn of phrase. You had me a wee bit speechless on that one.
And Kasaki
And a solid clothesline.
Nate Daniels.
And there goes Asim again. It's like being hit by a tree trunk. And that would be the other tree trunk. Hit you lower. Throws him halfway across the ring. I think Nasty Nate's got a lot of pent-up frustration over the past bunch of months. All that time with the booking rejects, the regime.
Yeah, he couldn't get that going.
Too much dissension in the ranks. Too many egos, not enough Indians.
Not enough talent.
Not enough wrestlers. He's trying to put a tattoo on his head.
Yeah, it's in the shape of a five-knuckle fist.
That's right, pair of brass knuckles.
Nate Daniels has him in the corner for quite a while. Kevin Jeffries couldn't really get him away from that corner.
He's been a wee bit lenient. I'll grant him that. As I said, I've not said anything negative about Kevin Jeffries for his ring management, how he handles the ring. It's always been about the speed of the count.
A couple of stiff kicks from Kasaki, and he goes for the most unusual pin in the history of professional
That was interesting.
Aye.
That was the Japanese lotus pin.
Is that something you want on your chest?
It's like the praying mantis.
Ah, I get it.
Okay, that was interesting.
An interesting version of the low bridge.
How did Kevin Jeffries miss that one?
Because he's facing the other direction, watching Azim flailing on the mat.
All he was really doing is standing on the ropes. There's nothing nothing that says that's illegal.
So it probably didn't mean to do it, right?
So remember what I was saying, Kevin, this is exactly what I was saying. You're allowing yourself to get distracted. This is where the second referee outside the ring would really come in handy.
Yeah, like Kevin was saying, though, there's more trouble can be caused that way with, I can't even count the amount of ways.
Nice slingshot suplex.
Yeah.
Double suplex. Ryzik goes right for the pin, like we've been talking about all night. You got to go for that pin right away. Ryzik didn't waste any time. He just went for the pin. Didn't work out, but still, at least he tried.
And there he goes with a face buster.
There you go.
Sending Kasaki's face right into the mat over and over. Looked like about 10 shots. Ryzik goes for a pin. 1, 2, and no.
Kasaki managed to wriggle himself loose a wee bit. Didn't do it with authority, but got his shoulder up.
You know what? That's all it takes. As long as the shoulder's not on the mat, that's the important thing.
It doesn't have to always be dramatic. It just has to get off the mat.
5 minutes.
He's really applying the pressure to his neck there. Giving him a C-spine.
That'll adjust your chiropractic bill something fierce. And having a wee bit of a sore neck the past few months, I understand Kasaki's pain there.
Yeah, Kasaki's has been in this matchup a great deal more than Nate Daniels has. He's taken a lot more of the brunt of these two.
He has. But he did get a good hair pull in on Christopher Ryzik.
Yeah, I can tell he must have got it between his fingernails.
Shades of Trish Stratus.
I was going to say.
A solid stratisfaction right there. Or is that copyright infringement?
Ryzik going for the... That's why I said shades of Stratus.
Yeah, there you go. I get it.
Ryzik a little bit too cocky with that pinfall. And you're not going to win a match that way. I was giving Ryzik praise earlier for going for the pin, and then he goes and gets cocky, and no, now it's shades of the...
That reminded me a lot of the British Bulldogs, their old moves.
No, that was Bret Hart. That was the Hart Foundation.
Make a wish. That's got to hurt the old groin muscles.
But I guess it's not copyrighted infraction if they've actually retired wrestling, so then the moves are now back out in public domain. I think
Well,
we
then
could always
there's
be
no
safe there.
copyrighting a move.
That's true.
He's doing the worm over to the corner. He's going to get the tag. Big Nate will be in here.
And there it is.
Uh-oh. Now they're in trouble.
I think that just went and backfired on you. Let's go for a tested strength. See how that does you. It's like having a Mack truck land on your fingers.
Size 16.
Nate Daniels just doesn't have quite the ring awareness. He's trying to step around Azim and step over him, and he doesn't know what's going on there.
Next time,
But
Nate,
still
just
managed
what's going on.
to keep the advantage here, but both men right in the corner. Big splash.
Shades of gorgeous
like
Michelle. Nice
with
kick
a
right
kick.
to the face.
A disturbing picture at least.
At most, at best. Speaking of disturbing pictures, it's not the first one you've seen tonight, probably won't be the last.
Oh, look, it looks like
There's the king
Mantasia
coming out.
along with the King Gary Allen making their way to the ring. Distracting.
Well, they did
Nate
have last month. They
Daniels.
did have a wee bit of a tiff.
Yeah, there's.
This could
I
actually
can
not work
smell
out nicely.
trouble. I can smell trouble.
Solid choke slam.
Interesting.
Nicely played. Nicely played.
Oh, and the flash paper right
There
to
we go. The
eyes of
mysterious
Nate
burning
Daniels.
object once again.
It's flash paper.
This stuff will still burn you.
Calls for the bell. I think Kevin Jeffries saw that. Calls for the bell. And
And there's a low blow on
to
Kasaki.
It throws him out of the ring.
I'm wondering if this is all a plan by Gary the King Allen to go and have a wee bit of revenge on Nate Allen in the first place. Or Nasty Nate Daniels, I should say. I'm getting all excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Jeffries has disqualified Team USA, the winners of the match, as a result of a disqualification. Nasty Nate Daniels and the Great Kasaki.
Well, at least he caught that part.
So they retain their belts, but lose on a disqualification.
There's the King. He looks like he's got something to say.
You decided to choose them over me? You know what? You're nothing but a piece of garbage. You're fired, brother!
That might not be the wisest move by Mantasia.
Oh, look, all three of them going at it right now.
Here comes some reinforcements from the back.
Some friends.
There's Disco.
Even his tag partner Disco with the sunglasses.
Well, he certainly has a score to settle with those boys.
I've had it.
Well, he's got sensitive eyes after taking that
Scotty Sweater-Vesta disqualified.
Aye.
I'm not finished with you, Azim. I'm not finished with you. Ryzik. July 4th, big day for you in the States. Big match. Big match, I understand. Guess what, Ryzik? As of July 4th, you're suspended. You won't be working there. You won't be working.
Suspended?
Matter of fact, I'm suspending you as of July 4th for 60 days. 60 days.
Now how's that going to play with the belt?
You shut up. I'm not finished with you. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow night, you're in Richmond. BC at the Fridge. I see Bruiser Joe's heading over there. He's got a partner, the mighty Iton. Tomorrow night in Richmond, you defend those titles against that man and his partner in Richmond tomorrow night. And don't forget July 4th, you won't be working.
And deservedly so. About time to go get a chance to get your belts back.
There we go. And even the fans are coming to bring you over here.
How about I kick your ass? I'm not cleared to do it, but I'll do it right now. Azim the Dream, get in here. I'm going to kick your ass. How dare you?
There's a wee bit of mayhem going on.
There certainly is, and there will be tomorrow night too when we take those belts from them.
Just watch out for the mysterious burning object.
I like fire.
Tell me, Bruiser, how are you and the mighty Iton getting along recently? The last time I think we've seen you here in the ring, you were facing each other.
We had ourselves a three-way match there with. Disco wants him in the ring.
I think Azim's just playing him.
Yeah, no, there's no way Azim's going to get into the ring, even with the blind Disco. Well, not blind, but you know what I mean.
Blind enough. He's only got one eye to work with. And that eye's pretty sensitive to the lights right now.
Nick Daniels is still down with burns all over his face. We better get the paramedics in here. He'll be walking around with a white cane and a black glasses. Anyway, you asked me a question. We're getting along just fine lately after our judo jacket match, boxing match,
Ladies and
and our
gentlemen, this issue
breakers
between
strap
Disco
match.
Fury and Azim the Dream is far
That was
from
one of the
over,
more interesting matches I've seen in some time, I must admit.
Nasty Nate and the
It
King.
was. Apparently Vern took the brunt of
Of course,
most of it.
tomorrow night, tag team titles on the line at the
Well, it also
Fridge
seemed
in
that Vern
Richmond.
was kind of putting
right now,
the
we're
two
going
of
to
you up
take an
against each
intermission.
other,
Make
so I
sure you
think he
get
got a
your
wee bit of what he
50-50
deserved.
tickets.
Kind of backfired
They're
on him,
sale
didn't it?
here tonight.
Kinda did.
The merchandise
The
stand
fans
is
had a
open.
good giggle about it, that's for sure. They enjoyed that.
We're still laughing about it.
Contractually obligated
Every time I look at the replays, I laugh about it.
Every time we look at Vern, we laugh.
Pictures of cougar meat.
That's the story of Vern's life, I
On
think.
sale here this evening.
Well, right now we're going to go to an intermission, so in just a few minutes we're going to come back and we'll get the second half of the show going. So until then, let's relax.